Welcome back to The Struggle. I am Candice Thompson.
Started.
Okay, calm down, guest. We have a guest that we are very excited to have today. But first, before we get to... Calm down, Orlando. Damn it. Before we get to him, I just want to introduce the show and what this is. We are called The Struggle here with Candice Thompson, and the goal of the show is to have guests on here, and we talk about things that we're struggling with in our daily lives.
Hey, you didn't do this before in other shows.
I'm starting it now.
Was there a poll taken? And they were like,
I just want to be more
feel
thorough.
Like
I just want to be more thorough.
Okay, I get it.
You know, because some people might come to this podcast looking for audio porn or some type of...
It's your goddamn podcast. If you want to have one nipple out as opposed to last week no nipples out, you the goddamn boss. You do what the fuck you want to do.
Of course, I will, but I'm just saying if you came here looking for certain things, then I might not be able to provide those things, so I'm telling you what this show is up front.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
All right.
Are you making enough noise with your trail mix, Jackie?
It's bag and tight.
Listen.
Immediately, we know what Jackie's struggle is today. And it's this bag
hunger.
of Kirkland's
It's
trail
hunger,
mix.
and I want these no-frill, no-name nuts.
But here's the thing. Her struggle is turning into my struggle because I want to snatch that little bag and toss it across.
Okay, I got it. Okay, here we go. Sorry.
Can I finish the introductions,
Yes,
please? Or are you guys still...
I'm ready.
Dear
Go.
God, this was a mistake.
Go do your librarian. Do your librarian bit right now. Go
So,
ahead.
back to what this show is.
Nuts in your
For
mouth.
the
Welcome
15th
to
time.
the Struggle Podcast. I'm Candice
This is
Thompson.
the last time
And
I
have a guest
have either one of you on this show.
Before I let people
You know what? Fuck
speak.
it. Fuck it. Don't give everybody
That
your
will-
social media, because that's
No.
what I was going to do next. But fuck it. We're not going to give
I
everybody
like the
where
way
they can
you've
find
always
you.
ran the show. You're a natural. You don't need this. Don't let the system tell you what you need to do.
Hashtag time's up. Do what you want to do.
Time's
Ignore
up.
Orlando.
I've seen,
Hashtag
I've
me too.
heard this podcast before, and you are a natural at this podcast. You don't need to be telling people what the podcast is about. Let them fall into it. Let them discover the greatness that the Struggle podcast
You forget your
is.
medication before you came here?
No, I'm
Orlando's
good.
on one.
I'm
Okay,
on
so
one.
now I feel like I have to introduce him,
No.
despite my better judgment.
No.
We have a very funny comic on the show today, Orlando Leyba.
Comics.
No.
See, because the system is trying to adjust us.
This is how we find out Orlando's a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, I've been down. Yo, buddy,
You
that
have-
you were talking about with Justine Marino on that podcast. The buddy
Oh,
who
the guy
sent
that
you
I
the-
matched with on my Coffee Meets Bagel?
I want to sit down with that dude.
Stop it. Well, you know what's funny is that you actually have conspiracy theorist hair. Like,
I
doesn't
do.
he? You like you would
I do.
somebody would look at Orlando and be like,
I
this
do.
motherfucker.
If I saw you on a corner anywhere in Manhattan handing out flyers, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't it?
With Jesus on the front of it
It
wearing
does.
And
I'm
look at his
wearing the
eyes.
uniform.
Look at
I
his
am.
eyes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the uniform.
You're the one.
You gotta wear the uniform. If you're gonna be about this rabbit hole podcast, oh shit, I think we came up with a podcast.
A rabbit hole?
Podcast, yeah. Where I just go.
I'm sure that exists
That-
already.
they
I
already have
guarantee you rabbit hole
They do
exists.
have a conspiracy theorist
love it.
podcast
I love
already.
it. I love it.
Really
I love
quickly, also let me introduce Jackie, because Jackie, you haven't been here for a few weeks.
The outstanding,
We need to welcome back.
legendary.
I ain't done nothing for that.
What?
No legendary.
No legendary?
No, not yet. I will be, but not yet.
No. Okay.
What do you
can't-
mean?
You gotta be.
Monique is a legend.
I can't get Ontario Improv to headline me, better less.
But that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with the Ontario Improv.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with you. Okay. You want to say her name? And then I'll say my shit?
I don't know who's hosting this podcast. Is it me or is
Go
it
ahead.
you?
Go ahead.
what I'm
You
saying.
are. You are.
Yeah, Jackie
You are.
Fabulous. Welcome back. Thank you.
What's up, Candy?
I've
What's
missed
up?
you in my life.
Anybody ever call you Candy ever before?
If they want to get punched in the face, absolutely.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, my mom calls me Candy Cole because my middle name is Nicole. So but never just Candy because it sounds, it trivializes me as a person, doesn't it? It makes me sound kind of like, eh.
Yeah, and I don't like being called Jack either. I'm like, I'm not a
Jack?
boy. I'm not a boy. Jackie.
Yeah.
Well, Jack is not uncommon for Jackie.
But that's a boy's name.
Well, people, I like Jax. I think
what
Jax
about,
is cute.
I like Jax.
Jax
Yeah.
is cute. I like
Jax
Jax.
No,
fat.
I like Jackie.
Or that
Jackie,
too.
you're a woman.
He's
All woman.
He's very dominating, isn't he?
Isn't
All
he?
woman.
Jesus
I
Christ.
like that. I like that.
And I like it, but my God.
Yeah, it's Orlando, everybody.
I fix shit, yo. Like, listen,
He was
I was
just
just
telling
talking
me
to Candice.
how he fixes stuff.
I fix shit, yo.
Like what, cars?
Yeah, I do that. I know how to take out an alternator, put it down. I know how to tell if your batteries, if the problem is your battery or your alternator. Quick little trick. Here's the tip. You pop your hood, you start your car, you give it a jump start. You grab the positive terminal on your battery, you take it off. If the car shuts off, has nothing to do with your battery. It's your alternator.
What's that water? What's that water you drinking?
Natural water. I've been alkaline now. That's how you say it.
Alkaline got him
I'm trying to
crazy.
Because they poison the water here? Is that what you think? They flint in us over here in
it's
Los
the
Angeles?
fluoride in the water puts your pineal gland to sleep.
Hey, we don't got. You got. I don't
third
you
eye.
have
It's your
that. I don't
third
got a
eye.
penile gland.
Yeah, no.
Yes, no, we all have it. You have one. You have one.
I know.
Yeah, you know. What I'm talking
I know.
about. Everybody wants to act like they don't go down the rabbit hole, but they do from time to time. Let's go.
What are we talking about? What
I don't know.
rabbit hole?
What I'm talking about is Jackie Fabulous. Okay.
You're like a hyper kick Capri without the turntable.
Jackie Fabulous, yo. I happened to stroll in. I happened to stroll into the lab. That's at the Melrose Improv to an amazing show called Clickbait, put together by my brother Forrest Shaw. When I got there, who's on stage? Legendary Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say comics names, but there was comics in the back shaking.
Oh, what?
Because they don't want to follow that.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? I feel like he's doing spoken word right
he's
now.
dropping
There's a
something.
little bit
I
of
think I know where he's going though. Go ahead.
slam
Okay.
poetry.
He's going somewhere with this.
They know where that. So then I'm watching this, and I'm watching. Yo, who's gonna follow this? Who followed that? Jackie
Fabulous.
Legendary. Jackie Fabulous. No bullshit. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass because I'm not into that. But whatever. Delivered. And that's the thing about Jackie that people fail to realize. And the most, I don't want to say she's underrated because who needs to know knows.
Oh shit.
But delivers every time. No, I blew up the spot, did an amazing job. Candice Thompson, in case you...
Who's that? Never heard of her.
Yeah. Oh, I heard of her. She was on Jimmy Fallon.
It's called The Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show.
She was on Jimmy Fallon. That's like when black people be like, the new Denzel is out. Like, what's the name of the movie? Like, every
Yeah,
movie
that new Denzel joint.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
You did awesome.
Thank
were
you,
amazing.
Orlando.
You delivered.
Yes.
You delivered. That's all
Thank
we got to
you.
do is deliver. The
Thank
other
you,
shit don't work
Orlando.
itself.
Thank
okay,
you.
We'll get back. I'll tone it down. I'll pull on the
No, it's okay. You know, when I got off, Bill Burr said to me, I'm glad I went up before you. I wanted to punch him like, motherfucker, don't blow smoke up my ass. We all know you'll be fine.
It's also like, put me on a show.
Yeah,
You know, like I love when famous comedians
all the
are always
praise.
so complimentary.
Yeah.
You need to be on TV. Put me on your show.
And then you want to say, well, guess what? Nigga, you happen to have one.
It's that simple.
It's that easy.
It's that simple how easily someone could change somebody's life, even if they just retweet it. Just retweet me.
Yeah.
You have 30 million followers. You see my tweet. Why did you like it?
Yeah.
Just retweet it. It's
All
it's
the liking
another button.
versus retweeting. I'm like, I love the likes, but I need the other button.
Which kind of ties into what
That was
Orlando's
beautiful what
struggle.
you just did. You were an artist at the painting
Thank you.
that you just did. You were just straight up ways.
Thank you.
You just led us down the path.
But you're right. Part of me is also like with Bill Burr,
Let it-
like, well, don't you go on tour a lot?
Take me with you.
I need to pay some bills. Like,
Yeah.
I do look for the, like, I'm like, well, you happen to have all the things you said that I have potential to have one day. Text me the address and I'll be there tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
but in his
Right.
defense, it's like he goes out with the people that he
Of
knows.
course.
His
Oh,
dudes.
no. I know he
Of
was
course.
just...
You were clowning him.
He's being complimentary.
We're
and
clowning,
he
but
was being
also
sweet.
very serious.
No,
at the
but
same
he's
time.
also.
Yeah, I know. At the
like,
same exact time. You,
know
have
what
a
I'm
show on
saying? There's the
Netflix,
same-
Bill.
Right.
He stayed
Voice-
there, right?
voiceover.
Oh, yeah.
He watched your whole
He
trip.
the whole thing. When I got off, he was the first hand extended extra out to shake it. And I was kind of like, what do you want? Oh.
Oh, you want to?
Oh, you want to shake my hand?
So not used to this. Thank
I'm so
you.
not used
you
to
bow down.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
it was a fun night. It
Yeah.
was a fun night.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we kind of touched on it, but what we want to talk about today is what Orlando's been struggling with.
I struggle.
What?
Go for it.
The support.
The lack of support.
retweeting, the lack of support, the retweeting, the likes, the sharing. Just do it. It costs you nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You don't got to do it for me, but do it more. The thing is that I'm noticing
The community.
The community.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's your friend.
All the time, it's our friends.
I'm emotional.
That's the only ones we get mad at.
The ones that I'm close enough to that I can like be like, why don't you just share it? It's like when I posted my video from the Laugh Factory and Tony Baker liked it and put a comment. I want to be like, nigga, you can share it. You can repost it.
Yeah.
And that's what, so for those of you who don't know, who aren't in this world, who are listening to this, as comedians, we create things. And the only way that our names are going to get out and that we'll get offered better things, right, and work is online content. So like this podcast, for example, if you're listening to this right now and you're enjoying it and you have been listening to all the episodes, tell somebody about it.
Yeah.
Just tell your mama, tell your friends, you know, tell your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, whoever. Tell the prostitute you're with tonight. Just spread the word.
And
I don't care who listens to it.
I get it that it's a lot of people are caught up. And even like you just said, Tony Baker, beautiful human being.
And he has shared my shit in the past. Yeah, so I'm not saying
and
he doesn't.
you just get caught up in this day of and sometimes you forget to share.
Right.
And keep it moving. I'm just saying, man, let's just put in a little bit more love.
Why don't we pay it forward? Why don't we start something where we pay it forward, where we each, like every week we share something of someone else's?
I'm down.
And then in hopes that other people will catch on.
Great idea.
They won't because comics are narcissists.
Hey.
But just for the, I mean.
Was that about me?
Yes. I see what you did there.
You see what I did there, though?
What's so ridiculous is that I remember I used to, back when I first joined Twitter, which I think was in 2009, and that's when I really cared about Twitter. Like I was putting in work because I knew that I knew what it had done for other comics, and I knew that I had now this platform to just tweet jokes. Like who was it? The first guy that kind of went huge? Rob Delaney. He had millions of.
Really?
He was the guy that kind of set the tone for comics. To like use it as a platform to just tell jokes, try out jokes, and he got millions of followers. Now I think he's working on some show in over like in Europe somewhere, doing pretty well. But I was back there back in the day, like retweeting all the time. This is funny. You should know about this person. But then I noticed the more that I did it, the less I was getting in return. And you shouldn't do things to expect anything in return. Like you should never give a gift and be like, oh, I expect to give back. And I shouldn't retweet to expect someone else to retweet you. You should do it out of the kindness of your heart. But I did notice that I was retweeting all the time and nobody was barely ever retweeting me. And I got a little like, why am I doing this if literally no one is helping me out? So, and I got a little bitter with it. But that's not the attitude. I'm not here to spread that attitude. No, if you want to retweet somebody, retweet them. If it's funny, share the funny.
I'm more likely to share on Facebook. Like if and when we do things big on TV, I usually just automatically share it before I even watch it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this means a lot. And I'm like, and I know they're gonna do well. Like they're gonna crush it.
Right.
Let's all share it. And that doesn't take long. Because the effect is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Of who gets to see it.
Absolutely.
You know?
You never know, like you're the opposite of me because you'll share when someone does like a television. I unfollow that person.
Unfollow, unfriend. How dare they in my face?
Right. Yeah. Now, Orlando, did you happen to have? Are you thinking of any particular? Was there something recently that you like wanted somebody to or people to share that you just felt like you didn't get any love for it? No, just in general. This is just a general like observation.
Just a general observation of where we're at, where we're headed, and I'm
selfishness.
Yeah, and I operate. If you really know me, you know I operate in a different type of jump pattern. That's.
I mean, I think people know that just from listening this past 10 minutes.
Yeah,
They're like,
I'm
Orlando.
outside. You know,
to the Orlando podcast.
Yeah. Like you already know. If I'm having a bad day, I go hug a tree. I'm that dude.
Yeah,
like straight up. You ever tried that?
Hugging an actual tree?
Yeah.
I love nature.
Yeah.
And
have you ever hugged?
No, I've never. I don't think I've ever physically hugged a tree.
Am I high when I'm doing it? Am I sober?
No, you're sober. Jackie, if you go outside straight up and down, you have a headache or something. You just put both of your palms on a tree.
I believe it.
They're designed to help us.
Yes.
So whatever.
Are you a little bit crazy?
No.
I believe what he's saying with that.
Listen,
there's God
I'm
in
an
everything.
immigrant. First of all, I'm an immigrant. I'm from the Dominican Republic. I was born in Puerto Rico. My mom got deported, ended up in Dominican Republic.
Damn, you DR and PR?
Yeah.
You so Latino? Jesus Christ.
Jesus, huh? Yeah, my mom
Our
had
president
fake papers.
hates
She went
you.
and had the
My
seat
God.
over there. So
I heard merengue when I walked in. I was wondering what that was.
There you go. It's natural. It's in my blood DNA. Holla. Anyway, So like, but I also got raised. One of the women in my life is my grandmother. So she was a natural healing woman. She gave midwife. She made teas. When I had kidney stones, doctor said.
Did she heal them?
Huh?
Did she heal them with some natural concoction
She would
made?
heal people.
Yeah.
She healed me. I had kidney stones, and if you're ever suffering from kidney stones, I'll put that out there. The doctor told me, no, you're just going to have them. Once your body knows how to make them, you make them.
Oh.
They tested the stone. I had too much animal protein in my body.
Yep.
That didn't make
Hear
me
that,
a vegan.
Atkins eaters and people on this paleo
No,
bullshit?
that's just my
In-N-Out Burger. Take it easy with In-N-Out, man.
No, that has nothing to do.
I
That's
know.
just
Actually,
the way
yes, it does.
That's just the way my system is programmed.
No, I know, but
Protein.
you're not the only person that. I'm just saying too much protein is actually not good for you.
Haha, tell
So when they
Tyrone
did the
that.
sonogram
Tell
on my
Jamal
back-
that. Joking.
When
Get
they
it?
did
Guy
my-
jokes is a man jokes. Nobody wants to follow along.
When they did the sonogram on my kidneys, I had kidney stones, a lot of them in there. Talked to my grandmother. She said, go buy corn, take the hair. When you peel the whole corn, take the hair out of the corn, boil that, drink.
Is that the technical term for what that is in the corn? It's hair?
Yeah, I don't know the technical term. We're talking about country folk.
Take the
man.
hair. Yeah, no,
It's
I know.
all right.
The
I'm not
corn
making
silk.
fun of
Bush
my grandma's
people.
ignorance.
Corn
yo.
silk.
That's
Yeah,
what
bring her in now.
making
Roast her to
you
her
making
face.
fun of the fact I learned a second language, yo.
That's what Candice
Watching the
does.
prices.
She takes your serious
Yes,
problems
yeah.
and dreams and
She
makes a
takes
joke.
it.
And
out
I
of it.
makes it-
laugh at them. Bring your grandmother in here next week. I
thought
will
this was a
roast her
struggle.
to
She's
her
making
face.
fun of the struggle. Jesus Christ.
The struggle is opening up to Candice. The struggle is I can't open up to her.
I can't be vulnerable in front of Candice. She
Anyway,
makes fun of me.
I
That's
drank-
the point.
I streamed that. I drank a gallon of that.
So just the hair
and
from
then
the corn and
the hair, boil it, then strain it, drink a gallon
that's
of
it?
water of that. All my piss was cloudy after that for like a couple of weeks. Next thing I know, I went to go check out no
and
more
it was
kidney
gone.
stones. in
It
my kidney.
dissolved.
Yeah, it's
those
natural
stones.
healing. We all know natural healing does work, though. It's just
It does. I'm all for that.
Hug a tree,
That's
yo.
the patience. That's all.
Hug a tree.
But wait, I want to hear more about the tree.
Yes. Hug the tree.
Jackie seemed not open to this.
Well, trees are amazing because it's a whole network between them. They talk to each other. They
I believe that.
communicate with
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, they're living in their world and we're in their world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they protect each other. If a tree has a little baby tree, it's trying to grow too fast, the mama tree and the daddy tree next to it will purposely grow its limbs longer to block the sun.
That is the
From
most
the-
adorable thing
So
I've
they
ever
don't grow
heard.
too fast. Because if they grow too fast, then they're slim. They break real easy and whatnot. So one of the things that they do is to balance us. When we were naturals, when we were around here, cavemen or Indians or whatever you want to call it. When we were walking around here, we didn't have shoes, so that was our natural way of grounding our energy. Who we were with the earth was walking around barefooted. We don't have that.
We don't
We're
have that
always
anymore.
walking around in shoes.
No wonder why in Jamaica none of my family had shoes because of poverty.
Yeah.
But because of that, you were closer to nature.
But
That's probably why I'm so healthy because my ancestors and relatives grew up having everything natural.
It's it has all the answers to everything.
So that-
Everyone
Literally
in my family.
I don't know much about it, but I know enough.
wait,
that-
That's
What
why
are-
there are more old people
Yeah,
in
yeah.
DRPR, in Jamaica, anywhere. People are old. They grow old as hell.
Yeah.
old.
Here they die at 35.
35. It's like, how did he die?
Yo,
But he was at the gym this morning.
My grandmother, my grandmother died at 92.
Yeah.
And knew where all her kids were born, what part of the house they were born in. She knew everybody who she delivered in the town because she was the midwife for the town that she lived in. She just had, in Spanish we say, ella tenía la pila puesta, meaning she had full batteries, and she knew
lived a very full quality of life until the end.
Went to New York. She lived in a little apartment with one of my aunts, and her quote was, "I did not kill anybody to be in this prison. I'm going back home."
Wow.
And we had to put
Let's
her
call
in
a studio in Manhattan. Tell her to
it's
stop
called a
hating.
studio.
Talk about a struggle.
Exactly.
Dear God.
$3,000 and you got to have a
Or
roommate.
A cardboard box.
Yeah. So I'm trying to live that life. I'm not that life, but I'm just trying to put out as much love as possible.
Me too.
And share it. And things work out, man.
I agree 100%.
agree.
I do believe that. But wait, really quickly before we move on from the trees, what percentage of the dad trees leave the mom and the babies? I want to know what percent.
I don't know about that.
Are there any trees with fat asses in the area?
Yeah. There you go.
How many of these trees are
I
single
heard
moms
these
raising?
palm trees are very seductive. That's what I heard.
Cool trees?
They are.
Palm
They
trees.
are
They
the
be luring
sexiest.
away like daddy oak trees.
They're
and
the
stuff
palm
like that.
trees in California.
Who you fucking?
Palm trees in California are the biggest G's because ain't no palm trees grow here naturally. They're put here. They're fake.
They are fake.
These ain't real trees out
There's
here.
so many things that fake. You know that the bananas that we eat are not real bananas?
What in California?
No, the little
You
bananas.
island folks should know about this.
Yeah, little bananas are the real bananas.
Yes,
Big
but not
banana.
even, don't go to like Dole, because you know if you go to the
No,
grocery store and see these
That's all
miniature,
fabricated.
that's not, it's all genetically
So they don't
modified.
grow to be almost a foot long?
Like real bananas have like seeds in them.
Oh, really?
And they don't look like bananas that we know.
But I've had real bananas that come from the banana tree.
Yeah, but no, that's fake.
What
like
are those?
The original banana, the OB, if you will.
I see what you did there.
What?
Uh-huh. So wait, my family will go pick a banana from a palm tree or whatever. That's not a banana?
If it looks like the bananas you're talking about right now, here in the States, then it's not a real banana. It was genetically modified to do that. But the first bananas were killed in like some banana disease, and they all got wiped out. It was eradicated. So they had to then create a banana.
But what they got
And this
now is
what
delicious.
This is what the government made.
I love bananas. My
They're
favorite
delicious.
fruit.
I know. And there are a lot of things that are not normal or natural that are delicious.
like the most natural bananas are the little bananas. Because if you remember back in Jamaica, or the little bananas, they were always little.
They're everywhere. They were always small. They were about
Yeah.
this big. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the long ones that everybody's buying over here. You know.
Yeah, those
But
aren't.
I get it. Size matters in this town. So
In this town, all the towns.
In all.
Everywhere size
Yeah,
matters.
I don't know who told you just here,
Okay.
but size been mattering every state I've been in.
I don't know about that. I don't worry about
And
size.
continent and country, city, commonwealth, village.
I don't know about that. I don't subscribe to that. But,
You don't have to. You're a straight man who's
No.
married.
yeah.
Size is of no consequence to you.
Oh, love
So, okay, wait. So back to,
the trees.
Trees?
no, not the trees,
Okay.
but Orlando with your, what is your, you say that you struggle with this particular thing of sharing.
Yeah.
So is there something that we can do aside from just sharing do you have like is there like if in an ideal world,
Mm-hmm.
what would you expect of other comedians and your peers? If it was what you got you wanted.
I know it sounds.
Why?
That's dope. That
Sorry.
is so good. I swear to
My
God,
bad. She was
Jackie.
being deep. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But Jackie,
What?
I love that.
Are those Cheetos?
Yeah. Want Cheetos?
Are they organic?
Okay. You know what?
No.
It's been hard for me to stay in this state. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, because of shit like that I hear all the time.
Yeah.
What?
Are they organic?
Organic?
Cheetos?
You got gluten?
Or in
Anything.
general?
Anything.
Gluten free? I'm a vegetarian.
I'm older than everyone
Are
who
you?
cares so much.
Oh.
And if I
You
was,
talking
I
about
wouldn't.
hugging
I
a
wouldn't
tree?
tell people.
You talking about hugging a tree, but then you go out and kill a cow?
No, I'm just balanced. I'm well balanced.
I think I've had maybe 10 Cheetos, 10 bags in my whole life. Like, I don't eat these. I eat chips, but aren't they good?
They're delicious.
No, you know what Cheetos are good? The puffy Cheetos. You
Yes.
think puffy Cheetos.
I mean, I like both of them, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't eat them anymore.
Yeah. I
Well,
get
they shouldn't be in a grown person's diet.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
you
they
got
shouldn't.
kids or you're just desperate.
The word puffy Cheetos should not be in my
Puffy
vocabulary,
Cheetos.
but I do it.
You shouldn't say those words hardly ever.
Yeah. I say them all the time at CVS. Oh, puffy Cheetos.
Are they a mainstay in your diet? Do you buy them
No,
frequently?
not every day. Not every day, but if they get seen, they get bought.
If I walk past
If
them,
I
they're
walk
coming
by
home.
them, then it's a wrap. I stopped eating them when I actually read something where it said they're gray to begin with, and then
Yeah.
they put the orange on top.
We're
Yeah.
all gonna die. I've had a
Not
full
all-
life.
not all
I'm ready to go.
But
What did you think you were eating?
Well, I don't know, but then when I just saw gray, it just made everything worse. For
Yeah.
some reason, that's like the
that-
worst color
and
it
the
could have
chicken
been.
that people eat ain't really that big. I had a chicken breast
Yeah.
that was the size of a turkey. And they were like, "Here's your chicken breast." I said, "This is not a chicken breast.
I
This
mean,
is
you don't
a
know
turkey."
what that
This
chicken's
is a
workout.
pterodactyl breast.
You
You don't know what that
pterodactyl.
chicken's workout regimen was. Maybe they were lifting weights.
Yeah.
They're fast. They run. They might be well toned. You
Yeah.
watch the chicken in
No, they
there.
were getting injected.
Natural habitat,
That's what
they
were
run
doing.
around a
They were
lot for
doing
no reason.
Steroids.
Of course, they were getting injected, but you still eat it. What
Yeah.
would it take for you to stop eating
No,
meat?
I stopped eating chicken
Why chicken?
because the media tells me to eat chicken and not red meat.
I need
So
to
you
put
think
money,
it's a-
I need
you
to put
think
money
it's
in my
a-
meter.
They trying to bamboozle you?
Huh?
You think they're just trying to trick you?
I just don't like doing all the stuff that they tell me to do. Like whenever chicken is a better alternative than pork or
Right.
than you know what I'm
It's
saying?
all the
I
same.
get it.
We're
it's
all gonna
the
die.
same.
We're all
it's all
gonna
the same
die.
till you go to like DR, you go to Jamaica. Like that chicken doesn't
Oh
taste
yeah, no, that's
nothing.
complete. And you go to like overseas, you go to like Europe. That stuff's not processed over there like it is here. It's completely. When I went to Greece, my sister and I were throwing down. All right, throwing down. Now
I didn't gain no weight in Italy.
No,
Wait, we'll say it again? You know
And-
what?
She went to Greece.
Yes.
And I went to Italy.
and was eating all cheese for every meal.
Yo, I stopped at 3
Didn't gain.
gelato
I lost
places.
weight.
I was walking a lot though.
You do walk more, absolutely. But even still, like that doesn't make up for all that we were eating. Like we were eating so much, and also, but just I felt better. I felt better over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the processed food here.
Well, you also left the what's going on here behind. You weren't worried about
You know what's funny? I
My worries.
tweets.
There was
or
no struggles.
retweets
There are no
and-
struggles in Europe.
No struggle.
I went to see a girlfriend of mine up here in Woodland Hills, whatever, and I got there too early. Her family wasn't there yet, so I sat outside her little stoop under her trees. She had a grapefruit tree right there,
Oh, it's the best.
and they were falling off on the grass. And she took like almost an hour to get there. I was way early. So I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry.
You took.
I picked up a grapefruit off the tree, picked it off the tree, peeled it, ate it. When she got there, it was like me on the grass with like nothing but skin.
Just grapefruit
I ate
peels.
like 5 of them. I was like, what are these? She's like, it's fruit. It's great. I'm like, have they always been this delicious?
Know what they were? You just started
No,
eating.
I knew they were grapefruit. I was joking.
She was eating the real thing.
Yeah, I was like,
she was by a tree.
real
I ain't never had fruit this good in my life. My
Without the
face was full
pesticides.
of all the acid. I was
Yeah.
like, this is amazing.
burning
She
all
was-
the
I'm
canker
burning
sores
my
in your
car.
mouth.
That was beautiful.
I was crying. I was like, it's really good.
Yes.
You got grounded because you
Yes.
stayed by the tree.
I sat on the ground like an immigrant.
Nature,
Yeah.
man.
Eating natural food. I'm like, this
Nature,
is
yo.
incredible.
And that tree was happy. That tree was happy.
Yes,
It's like, listen.
feed you. Yeah.
Now, if you try to eat more than your share, then
I'll get sick.
naturally, the tree will naturally start making those even more bitter.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, trees be knowing, man.
Trees
Stop
feel
eating
it.
eating our shit.
Yeah. But right now you did it. Oh, thank you. You took that off.
Yeah.
It was hurting my limb because it's drawing down.
Oh.
It was.
I have a lemon tree in my backyard, and
know?
I
love
thank
lemon.
him every time I take. I don't know why it's a him, but I just take and I say thank you, lemon tree.
Like
he's struggling right now. I did an Instagram story about him not too long ago because
wanna
he's
see
for
that.
some reason it's gone. Oh, I think I may have saved it. I don't remember, but he looks kind of bare and like ashy at the bottom. Like he's growing lemons at the top, but then the bottom he's a little ashy and looks
Yeah.
like he's struggling. And then right over on my neighbors, right next door, he looks over and like there's this abundant lemon tree. They have all the lemons, and I'm like, why my lemon tree got to be going through this, and your lemon tree he's waking up and seeing this every day? It's not fair.
And you know what else?
You know why he feels bad about himself? He's already insecure
I love the way I've driven this podcast into.
about trees.
This is gonna be the lowest rating podcast. This is gonna be the one that. Hey, Candice, never again with the Orlando character.
They were like, he was a
Like
bit
the whole
much.
conspiracy about the avocados costing a lot of money, but they're free everywhere. Just go behind somebody's
I
fence
used to
and
give
steal
in
them.
Miami. I gave avocados to the homeless,
They're everywhere.
and then they
We're in
would go and sell them
California.
for $1 out in the street.
And they're like, we can't peel these.
Yeah.
And they throw them
There's
back
a conspiracy.
at you.
They're like avocados and prices have gone up. It's a shortage, and I'm like, I just walked past my neighbor, got a whole bunch of avocados. I'm about to go get about a whole basket full.
But for the rest
What's
of
a basket?
us,
A whole basket full.
I was like, what is the basket? One basket of avocado. I think
please.
you
I
were trying to
love it.
say
One
bushel,
bushel.
which I think
I put all the words together. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten since yesterday. I'm delirious.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
I've been
Well, actually,
busy.
fasting's really good for you.
Was
not
Candice a
voluntary.
teacher? Were you a teacher? Because you correct a lot of our ignorance. Like,
You know, I actually strategically only hang around ignorant people to make me look smarter.
yeah, I'm not smart. I'm smart, but I'm not.
That's why
I'm
I hang around women who are twice my size. I can
Yeah.
look petite.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
No. So back to the sharing, man. Just
Yes,
share.
but-
As a community, just share.
But what do you think is too? Is there such a thing as too much sharing? What
Yes.
in an
Well,
ideal world?
No. The first thing that I think needs to happen It's like, stop looking at everybody else. This in the comedy community. Stop looking at everybody in this community.
I can't do that. I tried. It's hard not to do that.
What? No, as competition.
No, okay. Looking is
Don't
okay.
look at me as competition.
No. I think even just snooping.
You.
Okay, I can't stop snooping. But comparing, yes.
He's not asking you to stop snooping.
No, I'm asking you to start sharing.
It's unreasonable.
But some of the reasons why people ain't sharing is that in their mind somewhere there's a little competition.
Shortage.
Of course.
A shortage.
Fuck.
Of course. But what's so ridiculous is when it comes to, especially with male and female, like, if I share something that's a male comic did, we're not competing at all for the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. There is nothing you're going to get offered that they're going to offer me because we're not the same sex.
No.
So whatever they're looking for, it's not me. If they want a man, I'm already out the game.
Although I have gone on commercial auditions and didn't get it, and then I see who got it, and there's a fat white guy. I'm like, why the fuck was I there? I get it. That girl, right? I totally
in general,
totes gets
right. But that is a good example. That does anything's possible. Anything is possible.
You're always that's I've been to castings like that.
Yeah.
And the way that I take those castings is that's your moment. Is whether or not it is somewhere someone is giving you the shot of like, let me throw this left field in there. One of those casting agents, they're asking me for this, but let me throw this in. Sometimes it might just be a mistake. So that's up to me.
Every time I get booked for anything, it's absolutely a mistake.
But I've been learning that, like, oh, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe because and it is what's happening. Everybody looks like I don't know. Everybody looks like Candice, so I'm doing it like Candice.
Right.
And I should just do it like me.
Right.
And just be...
Right. Be a leader, not a follower.
But I'm not going to lie. The part of me that is not healthy emotionally has looked at people's stuff and been like, he don't share none of my shit. Fuck him.
And that's what I was saying when I was talking about the Twitter stuff. It's like it made me a little bit bitter and like, why am I sharing, going out of my way to spread their, but I'm not getting the same, which again goes back to, we should always do things not expecting anything in return.
Exactly.
No, unless
you can't. That's just an easy way to get pissed off at somebody or pissed off at a circumstance, which you shouldn't live your life like that.
I give to the homeless when I can give to the homeless, and I know it's going to come. I'm not doing that.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I used to do it for good karma. Before, in the beginning, like when I was a much younger man.
Oh,
yeah.
But now that I'm an older dude, it's like now I just do it because I can. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's that $1.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Here's a $5.
You'll get it back.
Whatever. I get it back.
Absolutely.
I do it because I want my squeegee. I want my fucking windshield clean.
Yeah, I get it.
You always want something out of the deal. You can't just give it
I put a pause on the squeegee.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, I got no, dude.
No.
Like no.
And sometimes
that's not Windex.
Sometimes they're forceful.
That's not Windex.
What is it?
But then, what is that?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. Like, you want your product used.
I'm strictly a Windex guy. You can't come here with soap water.
I have scared
What if it's an off-brand Windex?
Huh?
What if it's Windox?
I'll give it a pass. It just needs to be blue.
It needs to be blue.
It can't be yellow.
Right.
I've scared some squeegee guys because the New Yorker comes out of me because they try and do it and scam you.
They start first.
I'm like, hey yo, dog, get away from my car.
You gotta be.
I'm good, yo. And then they're like,
son,
damn,
I'm good,
all
son.
Right. I'm like, then they run away crying. Nigga, walk away from my motherfucking car. I didn't okay this shit.
Pull out the Thule.
Exactly.
You want me to pull out the Thule out here in the streets, yo?
I will get gully on.
Wait, what's a Thule? What's a Thule?
Oh, gun.
Oh, that's a cute nickname for a gun.
Yeah. It's like usually
Thule?
That goes more towards a revolver, a 38 special. You know what I'm saying? But you can put some hollow points on that and just change someone's world or back.
Do you have, since you're a conspiracy theorist, do you have guns
no
at your
guns,
place?
But I used to. I've evolved. I'm a Floridian, so Florida, you could buy guns at the gas station. You get me? So,
can you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Look how crazy he looks.
Yes.
I would also like to point out that his hair, I think, has gotten longer, and
since we've been here, he's grown 2 inches.
Yeah. So yeah. No, I was the real deal. I had the concealed weapons permit, but that's Southern shit, Georgia, Virginia, like all those.
It's lifestyle.
That's a lifestyle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I had that. taught people how to shoot. I've helped people take the test so they can pass the.
I want to get licensed because I like going to shooting ranges. It's empowering. You feel like there's nothing you can't do.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women should be trained in how to use a gun.
How to use a gun.
You don't need it. Just.
I'm not going to have it in my car in the passenger seat, but I'm still going to. Or I might. You know,
maybe.
Some laws get broken, but you just don't get caught. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
I just stopped because once I evolved, and I got called like names by friends.
What kind of names?
Like,
murderer?
Like, oh, you got sugar in your tank. What's going on? Like that type of thing. Because
you were strapped.
Yeah, no. When I sold everything off, because some of it, the guns, I didn't sell it to none of my friends. I actually went back to the same store where I bought them, and I sold it back to them.
I sold them to school kids.
Yeah.
On the
That's
playground.
That's about the whole gun control.
But like all my ammunition, I saw, and it's kind of dope. The conversation one day, I sold it to friends, and friends were like, "Yo, what's going on? You like?" What? And I was just like, "Nah, I don't," because I felt like I was pulling that. Yo, there's something.
Yeah.
Primitive that happens to you when you got that. And then I was a concealed weapons permit. So meaning I was here at the podcast a few years ago and I would have been strapped, not here in Los Angeles.
Oh,
but
really?
In Florida, I would have been like...
You would have always had a gun on you?
Yeah. It's like
I couldn't go into bars or like schools, but everywhere else, free play,
Yeah.
I've never... That terrifies me.
It does?
And then you got states where I open carry, where you can just walk around with it showing.
Unless you're brown.
You know what I'm saying? No, especially if you're brown. You could do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still going to be a recipe for disaster if a cop shows up.
Oh,
I mean, you got your Philando Castiles
more and stuff like
who
that.
Who literally said, I've got a gun and it's registered, and he still shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think I don't like guns. But I feel like...
No, you pull that energy. There's a certain
necessary.
Energy. I don't care what anybody says. This is me. I'm not speaking for a bunch of people, but me as a gun owner at the time and a safe gun owner. Me and my wife, we ran drills at the house. We knew how to, like, if someone broke into the house, we knew how to work as a team. Plus, my dad, he was a police officer. My wife's family, they're all mostly police officer, law enforcement, military people. So me and her were like this whole team. Like if I go, if there's a break-in, which actually happened one time where the alarm went off in the house, I walked in the house in the dark. I don't turn on lights because nobody knows your house better than you in the dark. I went out into the living room. I let my dogs came out. Everybody's barking and everything. And I left my wife in the bedroom. But we have French doors, so if anything happens, she knows to jump out the French doors that led into the backyard.
Where the fuck did you live? Iraq? Were you?
I just lived in no, Miami was known for home invasions.
Gotcha.
But I lived in a good neighborhood. But
it sounds like it was a beautiful neighborhood.
No, but I was
French doors, patios.
Yeah.
French doors, patios. But there's a sawed off under the bed, baby. Make sure you grab it before we go.
So it was a simple trick like saying, babe, you all right? And if she replied, Orlando, I'm all right, I knew that she wasn't all right.
Right.
Because if she said, babe, it's all good.
Code words.
Yeah, my code word was like, she knew to say my name.
Right.
And then that let me know.
Okay, so wait.
Caught up in the...
Since we're talking about this, I would like to know your opinion.
This is the weirdest podcast.
We're all over the place.
I'm here to promote the fact that, oh, Jesus.
We will get there.
Yeah.
We will get there. I want to know what you think about, Oscar Pistorius? He's that South African...
the Blade Runner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's in jail or prison
the
right
one
now.
leg dude that killed the girl?
He had no legs.
No legs.
And he killed his girlfriend through the bathroom door.
Yeah, he wanted to kill her.
That's how I feel.
He what?
He wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he wanted to kill her.
And that's why he's in prison. Yeah. Because he was trying to make it sound like it was an accident. But, you don't just shoot, especially when you live with somebody. No. You don't just get up out of bed from sleep and then shoot through a closed door.
Especially when you ain't got no legs.
Yeah.
What the legs got to do with it?
You ain't getting up ever easily to do anything.
No, I think he was able to walk on the stubs.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
You make do after living that way.
When you're used to it, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. But he could have put on, well, I think what they said is if he had put on his face,
prosthetics,
his legs, it would have been premeditated murder.
Yeah, that's planned. That's planned out. That's lying in wait. That's like, I'm ready for her to come.
Plenty of time.
Right.
And who knows also that whole place. I'm just telling you, when you have that on you or around you, that you like, yeah, man, I could go out here. Like those thoughts just come into your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same reason I don't watch a lot of news because, those thoughts.
Yeah, all day. I used to argue with my mom and my aunt when I go home now, and they just watch the news all day long, and
that's what my parents do.
They don't understand why I'm so against it, and they're like, Jackie, you have to know what's going on. I'm like,
you have to trick them.
If you hear about one gangbang / murder, you've heard all of them.
Right, it's good.
You don't need anything else.
And what are you doing with this information? Like you're just making yourself miserable. That's all my parents watch are the news and Law and Order. That's all they watch all day.
My mother's 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she retired. And the first thing they tell you when you retire, have something to do. If not, you're going to go a little bit loopy.
Yeah.
And she was.
Absolutely.
I love my mom. But I was calling her and she was starting to repeat stuff. Yeah, I made some rice and some beans and stuff. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, because today I made some rice and some beans and some stuff. Da-da-da-da-da. Little conversation. Yeah, today I made some beans and rice.
Yeah.
She switched it up.
It was just happening. You saw that, though? You saw that? Right?
You made the beans first this time, Mom.
So she was doing that, and I was just like, and then she was like giving me Bible quotes and all.
But it wasn't
that.
like dementia, right? Was it?
No.
It was
it's called bored out of your mind, not exercising your mind and doing the same thing every day. So then I got her a membership without her knowing. They just started sending it to
a
the
library.
House. No, to gossip magazines. So then she was reading like fashion and gossip magazine, not just reading the Bible.
Even that counts?
Every day.
Oh, good to know.
All right. So now I'm calling her, and then she was like, "Oh, you seen what Salma Hayek was wearing?"
Yeah, I want to know what Gwyneth Paltrow's coming out doing this year.
You know what I'm saying? Then she did that. Then the next door neighbor had a baby. He installed a bunch of cameras inside the house and said, "Listen, we need to go back to work. Would you take care of our baby?" My mom's 70 years old. I'm like, "Ma, I don't know if you should take." No, they have an iPad and they talk to me through the iPad when they're at work and it's on a stand and they just calls. I pick up and they see me, they see the baby, and they got the camera. So
she has purpose. Yeah.
Dude,
I think your mom just needs to have another baby.
Yeah. There you go. I don't know.
I think that's what God is telling her.
Yeah. She probably
was like,
got
she's
eggs
still fertile.
that still work.
She got 35 eggs left. Like, what?
They're dusty.
How you know
Got more eggs than me. Why do you know how many eggs your mom has left?
Kind of cloudy.
He's the egg whisperer.
Yeah. There you go.
Let me put your hand in my ovary.
So she's on point.
Ooh, Candice.
Both hands. Okay.
Where's this podcast going, Candice? You're not driving this one well. All the other podcasts, you drove them well. I think it's Jackie and me. We're throwing you off your game.
Just because I had to go
when you have mild, corny ass in here.
What called Mal?
I can't believe my brother Mal is letting people call him corny.
Who called him
I didn't
corny?
mean that.
You
Mal.
corny.
You corny.
Who called him corny?
He knows he's corny, but
There's no way you could be corny with those eyebrows. Have you seen his eyebrows? They are so yummy, dog. Like
Yummy.
where? Yummy, yo. Like he must put like oil and shit in his
His face
eyebrows.
is yummy.
I
Because
think
he has
he
a
does
very
put oil in
prominent face. A yummy face.
He does have he's got a
Yummy.
nice face.
A lot going on there. It's a lot to look at.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I've been to his comedy shows. He's not corny.
No,
No,
he's a
he's
wonderful
not.
comic.
He's imposing that on himself. You get me? He's
not
doing
corny.
it. He wants us to feel bad for him. Dog, you're a comic.
Hilarious. No, Mal
When
is
he does that
confident.
show, what's that show in San Diego he does at that
Oh,
bar
at
downstairs?
Gaslight in the Gaslight district.
But what did he do?
Gaslamp
What
district.
happened that called him corny?
So, well, first of all, just know this has been
It's a
a thing that's
struggle.
ongoing. This was his struggle when he came on for the first time.
Yeah.
He talked about why black people don't like him. And
Aw.
we already know, like, we know why. Because he's a little bit softer. But here's another
You're
thing.
so supportive.
Here's another thing
Yeah.
is what people don't understand when they don't live in Southern California. And like when you like, especially if you're from the East Coast or from the South, if you're in Southern California, it's a softer kind of man that is made here because there is not a lot of struggle. You don't have the weather struggle, right?
Yes.
You don't have like you were talking about everyone has guns in Florida. They don't got that here. So by nature, the men are just softer here, and that's not an insult. It's just they're not as macho as on the other
They
coast.
don't have to deal with all the elements of a lot of other states.
Right, like
I wouldn't say softer. Softer, I'm a man, so I'm not going to just let that ride. Listen, I think it's more evolved. Someone like Mao, that's my ace right there, is a more evolved man than me.
Less struggle. He hasn't had a whole lot of struggle.
I wouldn't say that.
No, he's had struggle.
How
His
would
dad's
you-
from Alabama, man. He's had struggle.
You talking about hugging trees and shit. It sounds like you're more
But
evolved.
that's just me evolving.
But he don't know about hugging
Yo,
trees.
listen. My whole
We're gonna fight.
My whole high school plan was this.
Okay, hold on before you go there. I want her to finish the Mal story.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, really quickly, and then we'll. Okay, so
Mal, I got you, dog. I'm not gonna.
Mal knows he's soft. We talk about this every day.
Mal, it's Jackie. You know our bond. It's gonna be okay, baby.
You corny though, Mal. So anyway, but just to prove my point, I have a friend who was dating a dude up in like the Bay Area who, when we all met him, we were like, I think he might be gay. Mm-hmm. And she was like, no, he's just from San Diego. And that is what she said. And we were all like, oh, yeah. And it made sense. Yes. Although now we do think he is gay. So anyway, but that came after he said he was going to lick some champagne off his best friend's chest. And his best friend is a man.
Who said that?
The guy who we all thought was gay, who she was like, no, he's from San Diego. But then he said some shit about licking some champagne off his friend's chest. And I was like,
no.
You gay.
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. But just stop dating my friends and stop hitting on me.
Whenever I've met a man out here, and a bond would whatever develop, it's always because he's not from here. Chicago, we get tight. New York, we get tight. Oakland, we get tight. The rough parts,
right?
And the vibe, I'm like, oh, you ain't from here.
You got that chemistry.
You got something,
right?
You know, a little extra.
Yeah, but it is something. There is something to there is a softness or whatever you want to call it. They're just not as
they're evolving.
They're not.
They're more evolved. I'm telling you,
with a dash of pussy. It's a dash.
No. They get down. They do mixed martial arts and shit like that. I can't say
it's more evolved simply because I have to believe that there are men out there who are soft who are also not evolved.
Yes.
I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. Like, you can be ignorant as fuck and just be raised in San Diego and just be like a soft dude who is not evolved.
No,
I
don't think ignorance and softness goes together.
No, but that's what I'm saying ignorance. And wait, you don't?
No.
How is that? How?
No, in the sense of because when you're ignorant
and soft at the same time?
Well, maybe I haven't just ran into it, but most of the ignorant guys that I know are like goons.
Yeah, but what? Okay, here's an example. What about that?
Not even goons about like not in a way of I'll rob you, I'll kill you.
They were just like, super macho.
No, just like there's this vibe. They work in a warehouse. They're like, yo.
Okay.
I don't need to like.
Well, what about affluenza teenager dude who got
That was a big word. What's
the
that
dude,
mean?
There was a teenager. Well, it's a word that was made up by
influenza. Like this,
it was
that's
made
a disease.
Up by. It sounds like influenza.
You take Tamiflu for that?
I wish that would work, but no, it doesn't. It's basically a word a judge made up for this specific case when this white teenager, who I forget where he was from, but was affluent. His family was affluent, so he mowed down like a few people in a drunk driving accident, killed some people, and the judge let him off for affluenza, which means he just grew up he was sheltered. He had everything that he ever wanted. He didn't know this is how you're supposed to behave in society.
Did he put affluent and influenza together?
Yes.
Yeah.
What in the world?
I think that judge messed up. Like I messed up words.
But what is the word?
He didn't mess up.
That kid's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he made an awful mistake and then was not even owning up to his responsibilities. If I did that, God forbid, and the judge was like, I'm going to let you off because you're affluent and you're white and you made a mistake and you just didn't know any better. I'd be like, you know what? I killed some people. I need to go to jail. Yeah. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Say that. Mm-hmm. But no, but he was an ignorant kid and he's soft because that's just, who doesn't take responsibility?
He kill people?
He killed people.
Yeah, but he has to live with that.
Of course, but I'm just saying, like, you can be
he's that guy now. He's
never had to fend for himself before, so he's a soft dude who is also ignorant. So that was just going to my point. Like, you don't have to be like a certain type of person just to be.
I get you. All the ignorant dudes I know are ignorant.
I know a lot. I've met a lot of ignorant.
According to women, they're good lovers. According to Jackie,
of course.
Well, yeah, they got nothing else to give you. So
it's like the crazy women are supposed to be good lovers too, right? Crazy women are supposed to be the best in bed
because they don't really. Well, that's another one. They could either be missing something from their childhood, or as they're an adult, they've been hurt a lot, or they're just uninhibited to the reasoning behind that. Because I call myself crazy, but really I'm not.
You're not.
Neither
crazy.
are you.
Yeah.
But the ones who really are out their mind,
bad shit.
Yeah, bad shit. What makes
know
him,
them.
what makes him good in bed? What makes him good in bed?
I got blessed because I got
dated
to
them, I'm sure.
No, I never dated them.
You never dated a crazy chick?
I got blessed, man. I was raised by all women. I was raised by my grandmother, my mom, my aunts.
So you had good selection
I didn't get
processes.
hugged a lot as a kid because they didn't want me to be like
Soft, like Mal?
No, they thought that was on their part. You know what I'm saying? My mom has apologized to me as I grew up. You know, me and my mom are close, and she apologized.
You ain't never come across a crazy bitch.
No.
You've never?
No,
borderline.
Yo, you got to understand. I got like I that might be arrogant of me, but I really have like a great understanding of women. I'm hypersensitive to them. I understand them. I know where they're coming from. I know how to read fast the signs.
Yes.
So I have aunts who are nuts. You know what I'm saying?
So
I have aunts.
So you had all the red flags growing up?
I saw the red flags.
So
I saw my.
I wish I had
I saw
that.
my mom and my aunts jump one of my uncles.
Yeah.
Because he beat my aunt.
Ugh.
And this was one of them dudes that had no job. He was an alcoholic and everything. And then I heard, that's the first time I heard it. What is it? Is it made out of gold? Referring to his private part.
Wait,
I tried to check my language, you know what I'm saying?
his dick was made of gold?
That's what they were like. Why are you so? My mom and aunts
that's
were
why
like,
she didn't
why are
wanna-
you so stuck on this?
It's
dude?
always the dick.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the only
big
thing
one.
that makes it, only, reason that women stay in those relationships. Like, that
Big
dick.
ones, big ones.
Is it?
Nice big
Or is
ones.
it there's something else in there?
Or,
You know
oh,
what
well,
I'm saying?
I mean, no, of course, I'm just kidding.
Dicks can make you dumb. And,
It absolutely does.
they
You know,
make us
there's
all
a
dumb.
hormone that gets released when we have sex with men that makes us cling to them. You know that, right?
Well, yes.
Oxytocin.
Yes. I get that hormone though with
I thought it was
men,
just good
regardless
vibes. See, that's what you so smart, Candice. You know words.
You
and
so
stuff.
smart.
So smart, man.
I feel like I'm
swear.
giving off that chemical just with interaction with men and without even intercourse. I'm crazy. I fall in love with every
Very
guy
easily?
I know, all of them.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I know I come across as strong, and I'm extremely strong, but I'm also honest. And if I'm
And-
intimate with a guy, part of me wants to fall in love with him. Not all of me, but a small part is whipped.
You mean just intimate, like just sharing emotions? or...
sharing that, I get attached. And then sexually,
Well,
I'm
of
like,
course.
I get attached.
Me too.
But I get
Sex
attached
one
all the time.
We're getting married, right? It's not that serious, but
If I get a good kiss, I'm like, you know what, we go together, don't we?
we're forever.
But that's
Yes.
all the primal stuff that you got
Absolutely.
in your system, and I got in my system.
Trying to get rid
you
of
know what
it.
I'm saying?
That's why I be doing all these cleanses, man. I be trying to get these
Trying to-
primal
Trying to juice
hormones.
the
Hey,
shit
kill
out
all
of
these
this
goddamn
fucking-
instincts. It's
Yeah.
fucking my life up.
It is fucking my life up. Make me fall in love with gay dudes and shit. What is
Yeah.
this?
But are you
Like,
listening?
he's feminine. I want to see him again.
Are you
Why is that?
listening to your heart though? Both of you. Are you listening to your heart?
Yeah, but my heart
Or
is
are you listening
mentally
to
challenged,
or are
apparently.
you listening to what your brain has painted for you? Your brain's a
And
tricky
it's a both.
motherfucker.
I need,
It's a combination
I need
of
for you
the
to
two.
mention one more body part. You're forgetting one more body part. You're like brain,
vagina.
heart, pussy.
No, but you're saying as soon as you vibe with the dude, you're ready.
I start to get feelings. Yes.
You start to get feelings,
Yeah.
and then if he comes and delivers, you know what I mean,
We're
the
gonna
right
fuck
way.
a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then the feelings grow more.
Yes.
But at some point, did you have that conversation with your heart?
Yeah, well, depending on if I'm getting attached to someone who's not physically available, then I gotta tell my heart, bitch, I know he's nice and you have fun, but he's not available. So then I talk myself back into a safe place of this is not an option for you.
Yeah.
Or I say
Sometimes
fuck it
it'll be the
and fuck
only
him anyway.
option.
Yeah.
That's what gets tricky for me is that sometimes it'll be the only option at the
Yeah,
moment, and that's
yeah.
why you stay
But
in
it's
it.
not.
No, I know that, but that's what
But
you
it's
feel.
not the only
Because it's
option.
No,
taking
you fool yourself into thinking you have
Yeah.
no other options, but you know that there's
It's-
millions of other
Yeah,
options.
there is, but
Out
like,
here, there's not. There's like 4.
no, there are
All
plenty
of the women are
options,
competing
man.
for 4 good men in LA.
I'm just telling you, man. I know I sound corny, representing
I
my
mean,
boy
Mal.
Mal, but like,
No, you don't.
straight up, like your heart tells you the answer. We just choose to ignore it. People think like this is scientifically proven. People think, oh, your brain, judge stuff with your brain. Your heart talks to your brain first.
I think my heart has been wrong a lot. My
Yeah.
brain, I go to my brain for my brain needs to
but
run
he
all
never,
of this.
But he never talks. And sometimes you need to talk to your heart. You need to say, hey, listen, right now you need to stop betraying me. You need to put your hand on your heart and tell your heart.
My heart's
you need
like,
to
you should
stop
suck his dick
betraying
and
me.
stop
I'm gonna
tripping.
start
believe that.
listening to you more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start listening to you more.
This is what I tell my heart now, what I've been doing in the last year, half a year,
Yeah.
is telling my heart, you need to be in love with where I live first. be in
What do
love
you
with
mean?
you. Love
With
you.
yourself.
Oh, love
All
you.
the work that I do in showering, whatever, I'm like, I need to be like, you need to be madly, and I do love myself, but I haven't always been madly in love with me.
Same.
And that's what I'm working on doing now. And I exude that most of the time.
But it's happening.
It's happening.
Because I see it.
It's beginning to
I
happen.
see it. I've known you
for a minute.
3 years.
Yeah. 3? That's all we got is 3?
Yeah, we got 3 years in, and I see it.
I feel like 3.
But sure? I do feel like you are in that love that you're finding for yourself
Right now.
Your stand-up.
Yes.
Because of that, it reflects in your stand-up.
Performing is easier.
It's
Yeah.
You just
easier,
gotta
and
break-
you own it, and other people will
I
see it,
break
and your
it down.
stand-up.
But it takes
just so much
years to
better.
fucking get there.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah, long ass
But
time.
then the problem, this is the amazing part.
Yes.
The moment that you know the recipe, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Get me? This. Let's go to music. I'm friends with
Craig Mack's dead.
Yeah, rest in peace, Craig
Rest in
Mack.
Mack.
Flavor
Rest in
in your
peace.
ear.
Who
Do your
died?
research.
Craig Mack.
He just died?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he died.
How? What happened?
He's 46. Like, didn't we just say? It's always it could be over at any minute.
Yeah, yeah.
It could.
The reasons they haven't revealed yet, but he's 46 and he died.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And Rick Ross is still kicking it.
Yeah.
Nigga had a heart attack
piece of
every
Rick
Tuesday.
Ross was trying.
He's what?
He was trying. He lost weight.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
and he's
talking
still
about it. I'm
got
not
sick.
talking about
Big
his
Pun
weight.
died
I'm
after
talking
he lost
about.
100
I'm talking
pounds.
about. I'm not talking about his weight. I'm talking about his lyrics about taking advantage of a woman after he drugs her. I'm talking about
Who? Craig?
Rick Ross.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Ross.
He stole somebody's name and persona. What do you mean? You're in lyrics talking about I drugged a woman and did this.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
don't even know.
Everybody drops that.
Rape lyrics?
No.
Oh,
Where you going? Rape lyrics? No, but not everybody drops rape lyrics, just
Yeah.
FYI. So I'm not here for that.
Mhm.
I'm not here for you talking about drugging women. And I'm not here for rappers who say, I'm not signing any women to my record label.
Yeah. So getting back to it, once you figure out the recipe, this is what a lot of musicians do in their career. Is once they figure out 2 and 2 equals 4, and they know that recipe, they just keep. If you pay attention to their music, they keep on doing that same recipe.
Of course, yeah.
And
it
that's
works.
and that's the work that we do with ourselves. Like I fall off a lot of times, and sometimes the love goes somewhere, or that memory that from my childhood comes back. Okay, that memory from my childhood comes back. That wasn't even. It isn't even as I remember it. It isn't what happened. You remember your past, but it's only parts of it. You don't have
Your
there's
perception
no way.
of it, right.
Yeah, your perception of it. Big words again. God damn it, Candice.
Perception is not big. Oh, my
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
If I ever am feeling bad about myself, I just need to come do this podcast with Orlando and
Yeah.
Jackie, and I feel like
Are we
just
gonna
Einstein.
Are we gonna be okay with your nipples? That's this bra you have on. I'm worried.
I haven't mentioned my nipples today.
No, but your bra and the sweater.
I'm wearing a bralette for those of you who are just listening to this.
Yeah.
And I would also like to say that this is not supportive at all. I like my bras like I like my men, unsupportive. And this is not really doing much of anything. It's more for
Oh, it's
fashion.
sexy. Oh, it's sexy,
but
and
it's more for
fashion.
fashion.
No, you're doing your thing. You're
It's
doing
fashion. It
Your
looks
thing.
beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Everywhere
Both
I
of you are
go,
gorgeous women.
Thank
I just
you.
want to put. 'cause
Orlando.
I love women, man.
If I
love
go
women.
anywhere-
like I'm a married dude, but you don't. You understand? Like my whole life. But that's what happened. That's why I'm a good married dude. You know, I'm gonna drop a jewel right now. It's been said before, guys. Be a hoe.
No.
what?
Be
Wait,
a
this is not where I
hoe.
thought this was gonna go. What direction is this?
Before you settle down,
Oh, my bad.
before
Sorry,
you
yeah.
choose
No.
to move in with that woman, before you choose to call that woman your girlfriend, or before you call her your fiance or your wife, be a hoe.
And you
Live.
The opinions of those discussed or expressed in this podcast do not.
No,
do not
I
reflect
get
the
it.
opinions.
What I'm just telling you is, before the dude, I'm just telling you, Jack.
Yes,
Key.
Jax. No, Jackie.
Okay?
What about Jackson?
Whatever. Nah.
I'm kidding.
Jackie B? What I'm putting
Yes,
out
sir.
there is, before that dude shows up at your doorstep,
Be a hoe?
that guy's done it all.
All
He
of
doesn't
it?
have to do it anymore, but just with you.
I was about to say I need some of that nasty shit to happen with me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check.
Yeah.
It's like, great, I'll be 75 by the time this guy...
Oh yeah, but listen, by the time I met my wife, my catalog was
Full.
nice.
Yeah.
My dope moves were dope moves.
I think I'm doing that now, even though it feels like it's late. I'm like, my penis punch card is full now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I spent from age 19 to 31 one dude. So that's why I'm kind of like, even though it has been a long time since I've been married, I don't feel like I feel like I'm enjoying my life now, and I don't want to be settled down because I don't want to.
I'm sharing way too much.
I'm not of it. Oh, nigga, we are way past that.
No.
Anyway, with Orlando.
I've been trying to be a hoe for a very long time now.
You're not trying. I gotta make our date to go out there.
Oh no, we're gonna do it.
We gotta
Here's
do
the
it.
thing. That's why I let you guys
And we ain't
talk
coming
about,
home.
because I don't
We're not.
know what to say for women. Like I can tell, like I can say, don't put it on blast. I think that's going on way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Social media makes you feel the urge to be like,
Women,
he's laying next to me. Hey, bitches. Guess who just no, stop
I
doing
feel
that.
like yo, you need to tone that down. Don't put it on. That's the thing also about me. I got to do everything, but I did it in a world where social media
Didn't exist.
Oh, you could be a hoe and they don't find you the next day?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's immediate.
That was.
I was like, what's your name? Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to know the
I
real
had the
name.
long dreadlocks. I used to go to reggae clubs. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I got caught hunching at 6 years old.
What is hunching?
What is hunching?
Well, I was just, I guess Americans call it dry humping.
Oh yeah, I still do that.
I did that.
We still do it.
Yeah.
I did it this weekend. What is wrong with you?
That's all I have.
Yeah. But I was like with
My
the
Drake
next door
body
neighbor
pillow.
girl, and she was like older than me. I was like 6. She was like 7.
And you were in your
What?
room?
Saying? Yeah.
6 or 7?
Yeah, they caught us and we were under the bed.
I got caught doing that too
Yeah.
with a family friend, a young boy.
Yeah.
I made him take his penis out so I could look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I used
Kids,
to do that
Yeah,
too.
well, you're
Curious
exploring.
people.
Yeah, I
as long
did
as you're
that
not
too.
gang
I did
banging
that
at
too.
9,
Yeah.
you're good.
Oh, that's frowned upon. You guys, we have to wrap this up. I love you, but we have to wrap up.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to The Struggle, Orlando. What do you want to plug?
Oh, I want
While
to
you
plug,
here.
like, and by the way, it's like, I'm a weird cat.
No.
Like asking these favors and whatnot, and this took a lot. And I want to thank Candice because she does make me feel that comfortable that I felt like it was like I was asking a relative for a little bit of help. I was like, hey, can I come on your show? And just say these 2 things, and it's like March.
You said a lot more than 2
I was about to say, you
Yeah.
said about 27 things in the first 5 minutes.
You used up your 2 words.
beyond too.
Yeah. Like right now, I don't feel like this is a safe space, though. I felt it in the beginning, like, because you understand. If you know me that when we're in the clubs, I don't talk. I'm just like low key. I get on the stage and whatever.
Right.
Yo.
Yeah.
But March 30th, I've been blessed.
My birthday, by the way.
Oh, happy
Really?
birthday!
You gonna have
man.
another party with a little dress on?
I don't know.
Little romper?
I don't know.
That's beautiful, man.
Thank
It's a new
you.
bralette? No?
Maybe.
It's
Stop.
already,
Let him finish.
Your birthday,
Yeah.
we just had, it's already here
It's
already?
been a year since that turn-up
Fuck,
birthday.
we all gonna
Turn
die.
up.
Sorry, go
I know.
ahead.
I've never
Sorry, go
been invited to it, but it's good.
That's why I'm stopping it this
Yeah,
year
yeah.
because I told you that it's my birthday and I don't want to have to invite you. So I'm not going to do it
But
this
I'm
year.
also married, so I get it. You got to build that environment where it's like a hunting thing, and then you could have your spear out and whatever.
What are you talking about? Finish plugging your March 30th.
Do you smoke weed? I'm afraid of you
No, I
around
don't.
weed.
Do you
I
want to
Jesus.
see him high? I don't.
God,
No.
Yeah,
I
no,
would
I
pay
think
for
this is
rehab if
fine.
you started.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
do
no.
it.
March 30th, what's happening?
March 30th, I've been blessed. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the sky. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for you guys being here.
Amen.
With me.
Love you. I love you too.
I live in that state, but out of nowhere left field, I want to put that out there. Ida Rodriguez referred me for something, and next thing I know, on March 30th, I'm going to be on HBO.
I love Ida.
Of
yeah.
course.
You'll be able to watch me on
She's
the
a
app.
paid forward
And
chick.
we'll-
She's
Yeah,
a
she
paid
is.
forward
Oh,
chick.
that's my sister, man.
Yeah, we got to have her on here too.
Yes.
Yeah. She's a retweeter and a resharer.
Yes, absolutely.
And she
Because she
reposts.
believes there's enough out there for all of us.
Oh, me and her have
as
this
do I.
discussion all the time. There is enough love.
Absolutely.
And we're not competition. As comics,
No,
we're not competition.
we're not.
What you get is because you get.
Everybody's
Let me give
path
it up
is
for
their
my
own.
buddy, Preacher Lawson.
Preacher.
Preacher.
You understand this, man? And there's something about Preacher that hurt my feelings was that he was homeless for a little bit and
Oh,
he
wow.
didn't pick up the phone and call me.
Oh, I didn't know
Or
that.
call anybody else. He just chose to sleep in the street. And that was unnecessary. But your success, brother,
Wow.
your success, brother, now has turned around.
Orlando's
And
a
it's
pastor.
multiplied.
Amen.
Won't he do it?
I am a minister.
Won't he do it? Whoa, God is good all the time.
March 30th, HBO.
Amazing
Orlando, Leyba, Ada Rodriguez, Blake. You get me?
How sweet.
Angie.
Did you say what it was going to be on?
On HBO.
Okay. Did you say what it's called?
Entre de Nos. But no one's going to watch it live. It'll be on the app. You just
On
look
the
for
app, or they might record it.
They might record
Set
it.
it to, on the,
so.
okay, Jackie, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
It feels good, though. It feels good,
What
though,
is your
Jackie,
social
don't it?
media, Orlando?
I know we do it
It
like...
did feel good. We joke around with it.
We joke
felt good.
around with it, but
It
that
felt good.
shit...
I felt full
That
for a
tone
second.
hits, man. Whew.
Yes.
What is your social media, Orlando?
At
Where can
Hey
people
Lando,
find you?
all around. Hey,
Hey
Lando.
Lando.
Yeah.
And Jackie, where can everyone find you? You want to plug anything while you're here?
The legendary...
Swing
Oh, my bad, the legendary.
low.
Okay. You can see Jackie tonight at karaoke in North Hollywood singing Negro spirituals.
You know what's funny is I thought you
How
were
come
going
they
to
don't
say
have any Negro spirituals in the karaoke
Another big
book?
word, Negro
I thought you were going to say the Laugh
spirituals.
Factory because they posted that video
Big word
of my
alert.
stand-up, and I'm reading the comments because narcissistic, yes. And everyone's like, should be there tonight. I'm not booked tonight. They just use the video, which I guess to get a little buzz. So
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out probably, but
Oh.
I just think it's funny.
Hilarious.
Anyway, if you go to JackieFabulous.com.
What was that? They just give you some free promo, right?
Yeah, the promos enough. I don't give a
Dope.
shit.
Yeah, who cares?
Dope.
JackieFabulous.com so you can get on my Instagram, Facebook, and if you want to book me or see what's up or you want a threesome, holla at your girl.
Mm-hmm.
And what's coming up? I don't know. Go to the website, my calendar's there, or my Instagram at JackieFabulous. It's all there.
Yeah.
Holla at your girl. I'm wearing crotchless panties because my laundry needs to get done.
Dope.
I looked through my drawers to find
Dope.
a thong to put on. I found a pair of Lane Bryant assless, crotchless panties.
From Lane Bryant?
I'm wearing. Well, yeah, big girl.
Oh, I didn't know
like
they
to be
made
sexy.
lingerie.
Oh, they do. They make all kind of sexy. They
Oh.
changed all the brands now for big girls have changed to be normal and sexy, like you small hoes. Anyway,
And you can find me at smallho.com /
she will buy the domain name because that's the way she thinks. Watch her have it be directed to Candice Thompson when you type in smallhoes.com. Redirect.
Hey. I'm a medium-sized hoe. Okay? You guys, thanks for listening to The Struggle. I've been Candice Thompson. You can find me at Jokes by Candice on Twitter and Instagram and
her
on
bralette,
Snapchat.
in her
kinda.
bralette.
And I'll be
Yeah.
wearing these bralettes.
How many of those?
Yo,
I have 3.
if you haven't seen Candice Thompson at the motherfucking Comedy Store doing that dance,
Oh!
look it up,
I
yo.
watched it way more than was normal.
Thank you.
I went in too deep. I was
and
like,
I'm
I
straight.
apologize to my
Thanks,
wife, but my
guys.
wife is a fan of yours. But I was like, yo, I'm sorry
Tell her
because I
thank
was
you.
watching that.
You made a
like
lot of
that.
your friends confused.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
straight,
yeah.
the straight
Like
ones.
yo, like
the
that
men.
show. It's a comedy show, but it wasn't funny, yo.
No.
That
See,
shit was like
you know,
legit.
I take dance very seriously,
Yeah.
and so
Like, I don't care if this light goes red. You can put the light as red as you want. We're going to say what we're going to say. Yo, that show, like, listen,
Yes.
I know Justine Marino, what's it called? Dance
It's
Star?
called the Stand Up to the Streets.
Stand
I
up,
wanna
but
do
that
it.
was no
it.
stand
I
up.
still
Just
want to
hit
do
her
it.
No stand up, yo.
There was stand up. There was stand up in the beginning, and then we have teams competing. So 2 teams. It was me and Loey, the Australian comic, if you know him, very funny, against Jeremiah Watkins and Johnny Skortis. So they make you do a team dance,
Yeah.
and then they make you do an individual dance. So our team dance was actually funny. Me and Loey, we teamed up. We had on velour sweatshorts, matching outfits.
Dope.
And we had some gimmicks and pranks and whatever. Loey is not a good dancer, so like we had to make it like simple and silly. And you know, the key is they want to entertain and do something that's also silly as part of it. So we did that. But then for mine, I was like, I used to be a dancer, so I'm taking this very seriously. I'm going back to my youth. I'm revisiting my youth. And so I learned a choreographed dance by a really talented choreographer.
No, you went to like
Which
the
one?
legit
No,
jump
just
offs.
online.
Which
I
one?
went-
Wildebeest?
his name is,
Brian Friedman?
no, it's Matt. I forget his last name.
Well,
but he literally.
Where can we see the video? Because the video will make you
Just
Yeah.
on my
question your
Instagram.
sexuality.
On
Yeah.
Instagram Jokes by Candice. Oh, so really quickly, I would like to say, so remember when I told you the story about the white guy that I was dating who I now think is gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
He came to this show,
Yeah.
and I invited him there specifically
You said that.
because I wanted him
To seduce him.
Yeah.
Right. And
if
it
you
didn't
want to hear
affect
more
him.
about this dude, episode 1.
Yeah, and it didn't affect him in the least. But yet another friend, a straight friend of mine, saw that dance, and as soon as he saw it, he just texted me, "Just saw your dance. Let's fuck."
As a
wanna
normal,
say-
warm-blooded straight man would.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
And I didn't
you
get
don't
that from
do
the
it
other
like
guy.
that though, man. Yeah.
Do like what?
Like that. Let's just fuck.
Oh no, I know.
No, she's not going to, but I
Yeah,
want to be
no.
offered.
I know. this is also, he was partly kidding, I believe, at the same time, because he's also, we've been friends for 3 years.
He was joking like, I'm
this
kidding.
This podcast could go on for another hour.
I know, we're not. We have to wrap it up, guys.
God,
I'm so.
Man, yo, your hair looks
I want to tell you about
Thank you.
Like
it does look pretty. Thank you. I want to tell you about this rash I found this morning.
Yeah.
A what?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, guys, we're going. Thanks for listening to The Struggle. We'll have you have so much to say. We'll have you back, Orlando.
Thank you for having me on HBO March 30th. Jackie Fabulous, legendary.
I love he's closing out my podcast.
And now he's the most
Candice Thompson. Candice Thompson. If you missed her, there's a dance. But if you want to see greatness, you look up The Tonight Show Jimmy Fallon, Candice Thompson.
/ Candice's huge nipples.
Okay, can I say one more thing really quickly?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But I made a comment to a comic the other day at the West Side Comedy, and I said, it's infuriating how stand-up comedy is so disrespected. Like, now it's like you have to have a gimmick. Like, with the goddamn Comedy Jam, like all these shows that people like with the stand-up to the streets.
theme,
it's like, why can't it just be stand-up? Like, you got to make us dance too, and we're monkeys because we'll do it. Like, sure, I'll do it. So we do it.
Can you wear an outfit from the medieval times? Yes, wear an outfit from medieval
Absolutely. You need me to
times.
kill somebody with a spear? Absolutely, I'll do it. But so I was talking with some chick about this specifically at West Side, and she was saying how she was on a text thread that had started with a group of her friends about the dance that I did. She was like, girl, you were part of, you inspired a group text. Someone was like, did you see Candice? And I'm like, you know what's fucked up? Is no one has ever started a group text about my comedy.
You don't know that.
It's true. And so I just wanted to thank you for saying what you just said about the dancing's cool, but check out her stand-up for Tonight Show.
She's not a dancer anymore. I know she wants to be.
I do.
She's got bad knees.
She's just showing what we are. We're multi-talented people.
But if it's a show and an audience, she'll fucking dance.
I'll do it. Bye, guys. Till next time.